All right, so we should be live right now. Before we get things underway, while I check on my phone to make sure that YouTube's running smoothly and everything, is there anything that you want to plug or anybody you want to shout out?
Just shout out my Northern teammates and everybody that came back and all the seniors that's leaving. Those were really my guys for real.
Yeah, definitely. And you're actually my first, I think, interview that I've done like this from the South Florida area, just because, like, see, I've met you in person. I guess think 3 times I've seen you in person, so it's like, why bother doing one online? But now I'm kind of thinking like maybe I'll see like it's kind of cool, like be able to talk with South Florida guys longer. So let's talk about your season, your freshman year of high school. How do you think that went for you?
Um, uh, it came with a lot of ups and downs, a lot of inconsistent games. But I mean, that's normal because I'm a freshman. This is my first year, like really playing varsity against seniors. But overall, I think I did good. I'm really looking forward to my sophomore season.
Yeah, and I remember the first time I met you, like I could not wrap my head around that you were a freshman in high school. I thought for sure you were like my age, senior or something, like maybe older than me. I was blown away. Like now I'm like thinking about it, you kind of look like a freshman. I can't like now, so it makes sense. But before I was in shock. Like how were you? How do you think you were able to? I guess seem like you belonged on the high school basketball court with all those seniors and juniors and all those older players.
I mean, I used to just do stuff like to like fit in. Like I would like grab rebounds and stuff, play hard. I think that's the main like me. I used to play hard, like really hard.
Yeah, and like I guess describe yourself as a player.
As a player, I would describe myself as a killer. I'll go at anybody who I'm playing against and either like scoring or I'm gonna try to do something. I'll play defense on you, anything like that.
Yeah, and being a freshman, like you do have, I guess you could say, a high motor, great rebounder. That's something that a lot of freshmen, I guess you could say, unless they're just extremely tall, like it's something they're not the best at, just because there's bigger guys out there that are easily able to body them and everything. How have you been able to, I guess, grab a lot of boards your freshman year?
So when I was younger, I used to play football a lot, and so like I used to always be the biggest kid. So sometimes they would put me at like wide receiver or tight end. So it's easy for me to like go up and get the ball. And I just use the principles I use for football and basketball.
Definitely. And going into your sophomore year now, like, what do you think is going to be the biggest change from freshman Marcus to sophomore Marcus?
For sure my body. That's one of my main goals to get stronger and bigger overall. So it's like I don't get bumped as easy and it's just easier for me like to score the ball and help my team.
Yeah, for sure. And this question, this is going to be kind of like you probably don't even know the answer to this, but I'm sure you're getting hit up, or you will eventually get hit up by schools outside the South Florida area, maybe Montverde, IMG, West Oaks, like those types of, maybe even out of the state, those types of schools. Are you considering at some point potentially transferring, or do you think that you may like, or do you just not know yet?
Uh, Actually, I like to stay at Norland for all 4 years. I really like Coach Lawton's program, and I was like, I saw the players that went to Norland, and they are pros now. So I like to be one of them, and I really trust Coach Lawton and his plan.
Yeah, definitely. And this is gonna be like kind of a pretty deep question. Like, you could honestly be the future, the next best thing of South Florida, of Miami basketball. How are you going to try to carry that legacy and put South Florida back on the map?
Um, Dang, that's a hard one. Just staying in the gym consistently, like, cause I know that's gonna come at some point. So just staying in the gym, keeping my like myself level headed, and just being humble overall, not changing at all.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have at all any pressure on you? Because again, like you are literally the future of South. Because you're 2024. Like, of course, we got some good 2023 guys, but like you're the youngest guy. Like you really got a chance on doing something big for all of South Florida. Does that at all feel like you got a lot of pressure on you, or not really?
I mean, not like that because of what like it's not pressure at all because like the stuff I've been doing to because I always wanted to be in the position I am now, even like as a little kid. So I don't take it as pressure. I just take it as like It's something good.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's something you've wanted to do, I guess, for like you almost like dreamed of be like this is probably isn't your dream, but this was something that you dreamed was like a process, I guess.
Yeah, I agree a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And man, I had a good question. I forgot. Yeah. I want to know. Like, I was thinking. So, like, I was calling Scoot Henderson. I claimed I gave him this in game. I called him the king of Atlanta. I think I called him that first. My opinion. I was saying like, you want to be like the king of Miami, or do you maybe have a nickname that you want to be called?
Uh, nah, not like that. Just call me by my regular name, Marcus.
Yeah, but like, so you prefer to have like just no nickname. You're not like a fan of nicknames.
Not like that. I mean, people know me regardless. So it's like when somebody says Marcus Allen, they'll know who that is.
Yeah. Just a score update for you and I. So now Calvary Christian's down 10,
Oh,
45-35. Oh gosh.
I think they'll make a comeback.
Oh yeah. Now they're down 35, 46-35. Man, I just feel I would feel bad if they lose. But this is not like a basketball talk show. This is an interview. That's just a score update for now. Continuing on, what do you like? Or I guess what's something you're looking forward to throughout your high school career?
Winning states was definitely. We had a chance this year, but came up short. But that's okay because we're gonna improve. But for sure, winning states. I like to win states my sophomore, junior, and senior year. So go back to back to back. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Do you have it all a favorite game from this year?
The North Miami game when we played them in the MLK Classic. I think that's the game I really broke out and just like really like showed what I can really do.
Yeah, and you say it's a game you broke out. I guess it kind of leads me to my next question. You have an offer from Florida State. Having that be your first, like that's a really big time offer. They have a top recruiting class in the country this year. Like if you committed there, that's obviously a extremely big time school. To already have an offer from them, that's huge. Why do you think you got that offer? Not like because I'm a great player. Like, do you think it was because of that big game against North Miami and they saw that and offered you? Was it maybe because like your AU coach was reaching out to them for you? Like how do you think they heard about you and offered you?
Just my work ethic, to be honest. Coach Lawton knows the coach from FSU, so they constantly talk about me and my work ethic. And one of the main things he told me why he was giving me the offer was how I dealt with adversity. Because being a freshman and being such like a high name kid, and for people to know you, it's a lot of pressure. So it's like for me to just stay level headed and stay in the gym consistently. It's like he really liked that a lot. That's the main reason why he offered me.
Yeah, for sure. And man, bro, yeah. All right, sorry, I lost my question that I remembered. I saw you posted Dewan Hernandez. I'm pretty sure that's your guy. Can you talk about the relationship between you and him?
Oh no, Dewan, that's my little bro, right there. But he really helps me a lot. Like his advice helps me a lot because he already went to Norland and all the things he did, win states back to back to back. He was a McDonald's All American. So it's just like I could always call him and like he'll tell me advice, answer any questions I need him to answer. So that's my guy for real.
Yeah, and what's it like seeing him succeed in the basketball world? He had a great career at UM. I loved watching him. What's it like seeing a guy come from the same exact high school as you, and I guess maybe knowing you could literally follow in his exact footsteps one day?
That is I take it as motivation because if he can do it, I can do it too. Like if we put the same amount of hours in and I could really do it too. I could do it better.
And you talk about the advice that he's given you. If you can share, like, what's maybe been some of the best pieces of advice he's told you?
Just to keep working. I remember one game, I was off. I went with like 1 for 12 from the field. I think it was against Sagemont. And I was talking to him. I was like, yo, I've been putting in a lot of work. Why I can't see the results? And he was just like, they're gonna come. Just keep being consistent in the gym. It's okay to have a bad games because that's natural. He was just like, just stay in the gym consistently and don't never stop working.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like that is frustrating when you put in a lot of work and don't get the results. But I mean, if that's kind of what he says, then yeah, I guess he is. I guess he's right about that. and you said this is not like a not serious question about him. You said as your little bro. He's obviously probably not smaller than you. He's definitely older than you. Why are you calling him that?
Because that's the type of relationship like we have. Like I see him as like a big brother, or big slash little brother. That's what I see him as, and it's like I could talk to him about anything, and then he'll be one phone call away, and he'll answer.
Yeah. Have you had the opportunity to? I think you have trained with him before, right?
Yeah, I actually did. We actually do strength and conditioning at the same place, and like we did sand workouts together. We be in the gym sometimes 5 in the morning. So it's like I see him a lot, and I work out with him in a good bit.
Yeah. How have you been able to keep up with him? Because I'm sure, like, even though you are an extremely talented athlete, like he's probably on a whole, or not, maybe not like a whole other level, like the next level that you will get to one day. Have you been able to keep up with him?
Um, no, I haven't been able to keep up with him. In certain workouts, like it's really hard to keep up with the speed that they work out at. But I mean, every time I work out with him, I get more adjusted to it and I get more used to it. That's why I like getting in the gym with him.
Yeah, because at the same time, like even if you are looking like an idiot, you're doing more than you're supposed to do.
True.
So like if you went down to your level, you know you'll be fine. Like, you won't be tired. It's like you're doing more than you have to. So it's kind of like what's expected. Uh, yeah, yeah. No, another score update. Oh, all right. Okay, Calvary Christians now they're still down by 10. They were down by 12. So just another score update again. Do you follow, like, I know for me it's not like my job, but it's kind of what I do. Like I always am keeping track of what's going on with South Florida basketball. Is that something you do, or you just kind of focus on your team and your season and just play?
I mean, of course, like following you guys in 305 Sports, I'll see like other high school teams and other like sports in Florida. But I mean, I try to just keep up with my team, and it's just like that.
Yeah, for sure. And I just remembered you said you used to play football. Why did you choose? Because South Florida is a football, I guess, not county, like football part. It's a big football part of the state. Very well, like a hotbed for football. Is what I've heard. So how have you been able to handle going that different route, that basketball route, that not as much people make it out playing basketball than they do for football?
I mean, I made a decision when I was about 12, and I like really sat down and like really thought about it. I was like, what's my chances in making it in football and in basketball? And I just really thought basketball was the go-to route because, of course, I'm 6'6". Like, what person you know is 6'6" on the football field like that? So it was just like basketball was the better route to go for me.
Yeah. Oh, so you weren't as good at football than you were at basketball?
Not like that. I mean, I was when I was like younger, but like as we got older, I mean, I kind of fell out of the love with the sport and like fell in more love with basketball.
Yeah. What position were you playing in football?
So every age group I played a different position because I was always the biggest kid. So I say I played offensive line, defensive line. At one point in time I played safety and then tight end and wide receiver. So I played like a little bit of everywhere.
Man, were you at all like kind of big as a kid if you were playing like defensive line?
Yeah, I was. I was actually the biggest kid on my team.
Oh, and by big I mean like big, like not in a good way big, I guess you could say.
Not okay, not like muscle wise big, but just taller. So I was
Well,
just
yeah. So why would they have almost like what, like when you think of a lineman, defense, offense, like those are some like big people. Why'd you what how, I mean I guess how were you able to play that position?
um to be honest, I don't even know. Like since they were so like big, like muscle wise, I was like skinnier. I was just like using my speed to get around them, especially if I'm at defensive end.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess how, like, take us through like the development of your body, because I mean you do not have like the average 14-year-old body. Like when did that start to develop?
Okay, so when I was in middle school, I went from like my middle school summer, I went from like 6'2" to like 6'4". So and then after that, a little bit after that, I went from like 6'4" all the way to 6'6".
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. We'll do another score. All right, so now it's 46-53 right now. 2 minutes 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Just a quick score update. Want to know in terms of the future, if you know this, if you could think that far ahead, are there some guys like maybe from Norland or from your travel team from the lab that you maybe want to play with at the next level?
For sure, my boy Clarence Burks and Tristan Wilson. Though they both started with me at my freshman year at Norland, so they're all with us. At one point in time, all of us were in the starting lineup, so that was wild to have 3 freshmen to be on varsity and start.
Yeah. And I was just going through your Instagram real quick. I actually saw another guy that maybe you don't have as good a relationship with. I'm not sure, but you'll probably tell us. But Kevin Knox, saw you got to work out with him. So talk about that relationship.
No, I worked out with him a couple times. He's also somebody I go to for advice because he did all the things I wanted to do. Like really, he was a McDonald's All-American. He went to Kentucky. So I talked to him. Well, he's in season right now, so I don't talk to him as much. Anytime I'm not sure about something, I go to him. So it's like I also talk to him for advice as well.
Yeah. It's like him and Duan Hernandez are those guys that you maybe want to play like when you're older, or maybe some other players that you try to take some stuff away from their game?
Yeah, Kevin Knox a little bit. Jason Tatum a lot. I like how Jason Tatum plays, and Kevin Durant as well.
Yeah, and this kind of had me laughing about a basketball player. I'm not sure if you saw this, but someone commented when I posted our interview that you look like Anthony Davis. Has anyone told you that before?
I get that a lot. Like I'll go to like games and stuff or tournaments, and like random people would just come up to me after the games saying I look like Anthony Davis. It would be people like I'll be at the free. I remember one time I was playing with the lab. I was at the free throw line. I was shooting my second shot, and this dude came over while the ref was giving me the ball. He was like, "Bro, you know you look like AD." I was like, "No way."
Yeah. So you don't see it at all?
I mean, I see it a little bit. I mean, I have to see it. Everybody tells me that.
Yeah. I like someone told me that, and then I looked. I think I started laughing like out loud. I was like, that's so. Besides like the whole unibrow thing,
Yeah.
like it looks pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you bring up AAU. I got to see you play AAU. Yeah. Actually, no. Technically, I saw you play once because you were injured the other time. But what was the summer like?
This past summer, it was really good. At the first part of the summer, I played 17U with my Northern team, Miami Suns, and that was really good. I picked up a lot of recognition from that for me being so young to play 17U and still not dominating, but like still holding my own. And then for the second part of the summer, I played with the lab, and that was really, really good. I like playing with those guys a lot.
Yeah. At least at the moment, is the current plan for you to be playing with the lab for AAU this year?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and what do you like about playing with that program? Because I'm pretty sure, man, this is gonna sound so bad. I kind of forgot his name. Like the guy that's kind of I guess your coach or the guy in charge of the whole thing.
Coach AB.
Well, oh yeah, Coach AB. Yeah. I might be doing an interview with him on Sunday. Not sure, but we're planning on doing something together. So yeah, just like talk about like what you liked about that program.
No, playing with that program is really fun. It's like every time we play, we put on a show. Me, my boy Christian,
Yeah.
Francis too. It's like it's really fun to play with. And Coach AB, he let us play free. It's like we don't have to like worry about him calling the plays and stuff. We just go out and play basketball, and we just win games.
Yeah, so you guys don't like you guys have no plays or anything. You literally just go out and play and that's it.
I mean, of course we have plays, but like for the most part, he's not one of those type of coaches to like after half court set call a play. It's like we just play basketball.
Yeah, for sure. And do you think like no, all respect to the lab, like do you think that that's a like do you maybe want to add in some more sets and some more like a defense style kind of thing? Because when you do play in college, like you're not going to be just going out and playing. Like there's going to be even if it may look like it, there's going to be some sort of offense you'll have to run. I'm assuming that's what it's like at Norland. Like, how do you, like, yeah, I guess what's like, or do you want to maybe add in a little more like basketball type stuff as you progress throughout high school?
No, I talked to Coach AB about that a lot, like especially in game. Like I'll give him some ideas on defense, and then we'll run them. So it's like we play defense there, and like so we run sets and stuff, but not like every play though.
Yeah, for sure. And is there maybe something else that you work on, like besides because playing the game's obviously number one to working on your IQ and learning the game and all that stuff, but other things you do off the court or in training that kind of help you grow your basketball IQ as well?
I watched a lot of film, especially like before and like mainly like during the playoffs while we were in season. I watched a lot of film, and I really watched a lot of film on myself to like see how I can like improve on my mistakes. So like watching film is like it really improves my IQ.
Yeah. And going back to your first offer, I'm surprised I didn't ask this. Like, how'd that feel to get that offer? Again, from a school like FSU, that's a huge deal for that to be your first offer. How'd that feel?
If I mean, it was a surprise. Like I knew they were gonna offer me because the coach told me. I just didn't know when, and like for me to get on the phone with him, and that really caught me off guard. I was really like surprised.
Yeah. What was like your initial reaction when you got the offer?
Um, I couldn't say anything. Like my jaw dropped. I was like, I just really got an offer from Florida State. Like that's how excited I was.
Yeah, that definitely is crazy for sure. And even though South Florida isn't like the most loaded I guess city or just section in the country for basketball, like we do have some high major players over here. Are there any South Florida guys, maybe even some that graduated like a couple years ago or some playing right now that you maybe kind of look up to?
For starters, Dewan. Um, I think that's all. Just Dewan really. And I look up to other guys, but like in other states and stuff.
Yeah. So what like other guys in other states do you kind of look up to?
Well, I watch a lot of Scotty Barnes. Well, he's I should have said.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of him. Like, I like how he plays. I like his motor, and I like how he's really defensive minded and he's really team minded. I watch a lot of course, I watch a lot of Kevin Knox, and I watch a lot of Jason Tatum too.
Yeah. You like Scotty Barnes is a great player. Like you don't remind me of Scotty Barnes. However, I could see you like being not even because you get the Florida State offer. Like I could see you like if you felt like it turning into Scotty Barnes almost from him in high school. Is that something you would try to do, or do you almost be maybe a combination of like a Kevin Knox and a Scotty Barnes and kind of combine them all into your own player?
I mean, I'll combine them all to be like really versatile. Like I really like if I would get Scotty Barnes motor with Kevin Knox jump shot and or anything, I would be like really good. So I like to combine them all to make me more versatile.
Yeah. And again, well, you know, but maybe you guys or if anyone ever watches this, the people watching it may not know that I am from South Florida. So I want you to describe to me like what do you think the South Florida basketball scene is like? Like what's special about it?
South Florida basketball is really tough. I know a lot of tough players down here. We play hard. Some people don't think we play as hard as we should, but I think we play really hard, and there's some really good guys down here.
Yeah, for sure. Would you say South Florida is maybe the most we'll call South Florida a city. Do you think that South Florida is maybe the most slept on I guess city in the United States?
Yeah, because people think we're a football state, but actually we're both sports. Our basketball and football players are really good.
Yeah. If you know like which teams you gonna be play, or if you have any idea which teams you're playing next year, is there any game or any team that you or actually not even like there's like which team next year would you would you really want to face?
Pines Charter, Pines Charter for sure. Um, they, I don't like how they did us for real, and I'm looking for get back. Um, and Pinecrest with the two twins. Those are the two teams I'm really looking forward to playing.
Yeah, the top twins they're insane.
Yeah.
they are like you can't like sometimes you just kind of have to like there's nothing you could do about it sometimes. They're just like you and they could shoot so well like at some you really just can't do if they're shooting at a high clip, I my opinion like you really can't stop them cuz just them driving downhill is deadly. And then like if they could shoot and hit their shots like from beyond the arc, it's literally like that's game over. Like you really can't stop. I mean, I'm sure maybe you could. I think you can't. All right. Looks like he just glitched. But yeah, so I'll just wait for him. If not, we had a pretty solid interview so far. Uh 25 minutes strong, not too bad. Yeah, all right. Looks like he's back. All right. All good?
Yeah, it's true.
All right. Were you able to hear me or not?
No.
Oh, okay. I was saying how good the Thompson twins are. I'm sure you don't really care about that too much, but I want to know your freshman year, my freshman year. Not that similar in terms of you're a star basketball player. I was my school's announcer and manager, but the one similarity is that we played Wellington High School, and we lost to them by it was tied game. We had the ball like 2 seconds, 3 seconds left. Our guy throws it in at half court. Pass gets intercepted. The guy in Wellington chucks it up off the backboard in. That's how we lost. If you won that game, you went up to states. First time in school history you would have gone to states, but we ended up losing by a heartbreaker. I was devastated. Like you've no idea. That was probably the most mad I've been in my life. I still can't get over it. Like how do you handle that feel like you probably just are so I feel like you're probably just so heartbroken from that game. Like how do you handle that?
I mean, yeah, it was heartbroken to be that close to be a game away from being in Lakeland right now, and for that to be the main goal all year. It was very heartbreaking, but it's like I didn't like how we lost, but I think it will help us next year. And plus, like we're still really young. We have 4 freshmen on our team, so it's like we're gonna be in that position again. So we'll know how to play. This was our first time. I think anybody on that team to be in the regional finals.
Yeah. You guys definitely do have a ton of potential for sure. And back to the recruitment now. I don't think I asked you, but which schools, if you know any, have been showing you some recent interest?
Baylor. Baylor's been following me a lot. University of Miami as well. And I think that's it for now.
Yeah. Hopefully, probably by the time you get an offer from Miami, I will no longer be a University of Miami fan. But glad to see they're starting to do stuff in their backyard because I guess they're poorly. Like they don't really look at a lot of kids in Miami. It's more outside Miami for some reason why. But I mean they do what they do. Can't hate on them much longer because again, I probably won't be a fan of them anymore once I go to college, go to a different school. But I want you to kind of predict the future a little bit. When the 2024 rankings are put out, I don't need you to give me an exact number unless you kind of have a number in your mind. Do you think that you may be a 5-star? You think when they put those rankings out?
Well, of course, I think I have the capability of being a 5-star. And when the rankings drop, I don't really care too much about rankings, but I mean, of course, it's just still like I would consider myself top 5, top 10, maybe even top 3.
Yeah. Do you know like well because I know there's I'm pretty sure his name's it's either Jakai or I'm pretty sure I know he commented when he got the whatever Kai from Jakai Howard from I guess he goes to Norcross and he played with Knight Riders. He's 2024. I know he'll definitely be somewhat probably in the same thing as you. Like, do you know a lot of 2024 guys out there in the country? Because I probably only know like you two, and that's it. There's not too many out there.
I don't know too much. I just know a handful from like previous like camps I went to, playing against those type of guys. So I just know I really know like just a handful of them.
Yeah, and I just remembered you went to the MSH TV camp and I think the CB3 camp as well.
Yeah.
How were those camps?
Those camps was really good. Those were my first times at any of those camps. So just going in there, just playing free, really helped me a lot. And to see the competition, I did really good against the competition. I made top 20 all-star game for both. So I did really good in both of them.
Yeah, and that's obviously a pretty big deal at those camps. I feel like it's cool seeing those players. Like, I'm sure whenever you're graduating high school, like going back and seeing you play in middle school, like you probably still look just as dominant back then as you do now. But it's just cool knowing like they were in middle school back then. Like, look where they are now. Were there any guys that you had to play against or played with there that you're kind of seeing like make it in the basketball world, just like how you are today?
My boy Malachi, I think he's from Pennsylvania. He's doing
Oh yeah, I think I know. Yeah. Continue.
I think he's doing really good right now. I'm seeing him on Instagram a lot, so he's pretty nice though. It was fun playing against him, and it was fun playing with him.
Yeah. Do you know? Does he have a lot of offers?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because there's some guy that I could ask you off the camera. There's some guy that knows you and Christian Reed and maybe other people too, and he's not from here, and he's tons of offers, and I just wanted to know how he knew you guys.
Oh.
That maybe that's him, maybe it's not, but yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that's all the questions I have. I don't know. I think this is so cool. I mean, like you're the first guy I've like interviewed that kind of knows what like a lot of the similar stuff I know. Like we know a lot of mutual people, which I think is kind of cool because this is the first, I guess, long interview I did with the South Florida guy. But yeah, I appreciate you for your time, man.
No, thank you for having me for sure.
Yeah. Sorry with the whole. I just would keep monitoring the score. Now Calvary Christian's up 64-61 at the moment. But yeah, that's why I'm like going back and forth and everything. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm blessed to be interviewing you. Before we kind of wrap this thing up, what are your actually? Let me think. Which one do I want to ask? Got like two good final questions. I gotta pick one. All right. Okay. What do you want your legacy to be like once you step away from the game of basketball?
I want my legacy to be great. I mean, of course, of course, at high school right now, winning states, going to college, winning the NCAA championship, going to the NBA, winning the finals, getting the finals MVP, stuff like that. Like just winning throughout my whole basketball career in every stage of my life.
Yeah. And before we kind of end this thing, I just want to know when's the next time you're probably going to be playing? Are you planning on going to the Ball is Life camp actually first?
The Ball is Life camp. I think I should be going. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's probably because you live in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, that thing's like that's probably like at least like an hour away from you. Pretty sure. Yeah, but all right. Well, if you're there, I will definitely be there. But if not, do you know when the next time you're probably gonna be playing or doing anything?
Probably in the EYBL tournament. So the first session or anything before that, I'll be playing.
Okay. I know the Night Riders Invitational. That's like in May. I don't know if you're planning on playing in that or not.
I'm not sure yet. I just have to talk to my mom.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, man, I'll just plug your Instagram real quick. So make sure you guys give us a follow on Instagram at Marcus with 2 S's. 23. I just saw when there's a number I need to ask. Well, you don't wear number 23 actually. Why? So why? I guess why is 23 in your bio? Is this because Michael Jordan, LeBron James, everything? You put it there, or why?
I used to wear 23 during AAU. So unfortunately, Norland doesn't have 23, so they have 4. So I chose 4. But I used to wear 23 a lot, especially since like 2018, 19. I used to wear 23 a lot. So that actually like just became my number, and I just felt good with that number.
Yeah. Well, why'd you end up picking number 4?
I used to watch. Well, I still watch a lot of Scotty Barnes, and I just like the number 4 to be honest. And that was the only low number.
That's the lowest number on your team.
Well, it's 1. Somebody already had 1, and somebody had 5 already. So I was like, I'm gonna just go with 4.
Yeah. All right. Well. All right. Now we to the end of the interview. I always like if someone has a number, I always realize it at the end when I'm plugging their Instagram. So that's kind of why. But yeah, make sure you guys give us a follow on Instagram at Marcus with 2 S's 23. And I'm at HoopsFL, and as for 2024 New Orleans High School small forward Marcus Allen. I'm Isaac Fleischer, and this has been another iHoopsFL interview. Peace out, guys.
All right.